How is it going, everyone? Got a lot to talk about in this video. We have another outlet dropping the review scores for Silent Hill F, and they are looking incredibly positive. Again, we talked about that leak review earlier, and now we have this Famitsu review. It really does feel like maybe I'm pushing the cart before the horse a little bit too much, but Konami is back in a big way after all of their successful remakes and now a brand new entry in one of their iconic franchises. This is some exciting stuff as far as Konami having all of these incredible IPs under their umbrella, but now they are doing something with them and they're doing something of quality, so we'll talk about that. Another Xbox title looks to be headed on its way over to PlayStation 5. This one, I personally am not that excited for, but I know a lot of people that are going to go absolutely crazy when it comes to PlayStation 5, and they'll be definitely checking it out, so we'll talk that. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion is one of those games you certainly need to have your eyes on. It's still scheduled for a 2025 release. We don't have an official date yet, and given we're at this latter portion of the year, it might slip into 26, but this is also the kind of game that it could literally get an announced date announced in October and then it comes out in December. It's not like it's gonna have this big build up to its release, but we'll talk that at the end of this video as we've got some updates on that. But Famitsu's Silent Hill F scores are a 9999 across the board, giving it a 36 out of 40. Now, this would make it the highest rated Silent Hill game by Famitsu ever. In comparison, last year's Silent Hill 2 remake got an 8999, 35 out of 40. This one, 9s across the board for a 36 out of 40, which is an incredibly strong score. Yesterday, we did talk about the leaked review, which honestly, it was a little bit crazy. It was a little bit crazy. Not a leaked review, but some leaked insight into the game in the sense that it was an accidental leak. Very kind of unfortunate, honestly, but, you know, the information is out there, so we talked about it, you know what I'm saying? But, nevertheless, Famitsu noted that it's visually beautiful, a strong sense of mystery, surprisingly exhilarating dodging and counterattack mechanics, and I know some people were a little bit questioning of the gameplay with the combat focus in the sense of it being compared to a Souls-like, and I swear, me more than anybody, I get a little bit of, whoa there, dude. Whenever I hear the term Souls-like, I get a little bit scared, and when you're bringing a Souls-like into my Silent Hill, we might have a problem there, buddy. But in the case of Silent Hill F, it does seem like, yes, it has some elements of Souls-like gameplay, but it's really its own unique thing, and it fits within the context of the environment and the setting of Silent Hill F, so you know, we'll see how that turns out. Could be difficult for those who aren't fans of action-oriented games. I'm assuming they're referring to the dodging and stamina mechanics. Grotesque in a good way and breathtaking graphics, fantastic sound design, background music. 12 to 13 hours for one playthrough and multiple endings. Multiple endings does also give credence to the leaked review that went up before. This is a game that's gonna be one of those sleeper, I don't want to say Game of the Year contenders because we only have 2 reviews to go by, but given essentially it's a 9 and a 9.5, looks like this game is going to be received pretty damn well. And think about it from this standpoint. In the span of 4 weeks, Konami has put out Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater and Silent Hill F. That is crazy. That is actually insane in terms of the output that Konami is dropping right now. And go back a couple of years ago. I mean, it's a while away. We just celebrated the 10-year anniversary of Metal Gear Solid 5 coming out. But I remember MGS5 and then Metal Gear Solid 5 coming out at the pachinko machines. I remember that Konami arc. It was GG no re, I thought, for a very long time with Konami. But the fact is, think what you want about Konami. Think how you thought about the Kojima-Konami scenario. And I know it really devolved into a big he said, she said kind of deal. But, in that case, like, let's just move on. Kojima's doing his thing with Death Stranding, but now Konami, because they still have access to all of these IPs, you'll want to see them return to the forefront. You want to see them doing something of quality with these incredible IPs, because that's just a W for you, the consumer. Would you rather Konami just go under and these IPs just go to the wayside? Not go under, but just focus on their pachinko machines and whatnot. No, nobody really wants that. Yes, I know some people wanted, like, Metal Gear to be licensed out to PlayStation and these IPs to be licensed out to other development studios, but if Konami can take the mantle and work on these IPs and do new games of them, hey, that leaves more studios to work on other games, and I think that's a W across the board. So Exciting stuff when it comes to Silent Hill. I'm very happy about the reviews thus far, and it looks like if you're into games with an engrossing, absorbing atmosphere, this is going to be one that a lot of people get into. And I saw a comment on one of our recent videos, but I agree with this commenter so much. It's like, bro, why do all of these games have to come out at the exact same time? Like, I'm playing Trails in the Sky First Chapter. Shout out to Gung Ho for sending me a copy of that. I'm still going through Chronos the New Dawn. I finally just finished Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Yeah, I was a little bit behind on that one, and I still have a little bit of Shuten Order to go through. I know that's not the biggest game in the world, but Dying Light the Beast is coming out tomorrow as well. And then you got Final Fantasy Tactics coming out on September the 30th, and then December the 2nd, it's over, where you have Digimon Story Time Stranger and Ghosts of Yote coming out on that same day. It's just like, buddy, what? Like, what? What is actually going on? I feel like if some of these games came out, you know, in that July period, it would have been beneficial, but I get it, these games come out when they do, and a big portion of that is, you know, the fall is always a relatively busy period for new game releases, but I just remember, like, July, it's just like, dude, all we had was Wu Shang Fallen Feathers. It's like, some of these games would have been, if Silent Hill came out in July, I think it would have been fantastic, but it is what it is. These things happen, and it happens every year. Like, I'm not really gonna do anything about it. I'm sure there's a method to it, and it's just how things line up. But I wish, like, that July, August period had, the early August period, I should say, had more game releases, because then you just end up with end of September into October, and it's just like, dude, who has time to play all these? Hopefully all the games still do well, and they do all target different audiences. Like, I don't think there's that big of a crossover with the Final Fantasy Tactics community and the Silent Hill F community, although there might be. You know, if you grew up on the PS1, you probably played FF Tactics, you probably played Silent Hill, so I might be complete full of crap on that one. But nevertheless, Famitsu, glowing review about Silent Hill F. I should also mention, as far as Silent Hill F goes, if you are looking to get the game a little bit cheaper and you're planning on playing on Steam and PC, our friends over at Green Man Gaming do have the game 26% off. Yes, instead of paying $70 for the base game, you will pay $51.79. The digital deluxe edition with early access is also discounted. It is 26% off for $59.19, and that will obviously include early access kicking off on September the 23rd, so you'll be able to take advantage of that as well. You don't pay tax either, you get a Steam key. It's a fantastic offer and a fantastic saving, so check that out. Link in the description box below. If you pick it up, we get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. Alright, moving on from that, Flight Sim is noted to be coming to PlayStation 5. It is rumored to be coming in November. Alongside that, a brand new edition of Flight Sim will be released as well. Flight Sim is not a game that I am super excited for, in the sense that I'm going to be sinking a ton of hours into it, but I know there are tons and tons of people that are excited for the prospect of Flight Sim on PlayStation 5. It's a game that a lot of people are gonna be into and people are gonna be checking out, and if they do a good PlayStation 5 version, I'm sure it'll be worthwhile. It is kind of interesting. We're getting all of these games, you know, the Hellblade 2s, the Flight Sims. We got Gears of War Reloaded, which, you know, maybe I pushed the cart before the horse a little bit too much in terms of expecting how that game was gonna do from a commercial standpoint, but it seems like it's not doing incredible numbers, although there's no actual exact data out there, but looks like Forza Horizon did do better. I thought Gears was gonna do really, really big numbers, but we'll see how Flight Sim does, and hopefully after that, I know that there's the talk about Starfield. I just don't know how excited people are gonna get about Starfield, but maybe they will. You know, I wasn't expecting the big turnout we got for Forza Horizon 5. I was expecting a good turnout, but that turnout was way bigger than expected, so maybe Starfield will have a little bit of juice to it and it'll do pretty well on PS5, but I think a lot of people are just waiting for Halo at this point. I want to get an official announcement on Gears E-Day coming to PlayStation 5. Some sort of Halo announcement. I would love the MCC to just come to PS5, but I get that there's the remake, I get there's other projects, and you don't want to compete with yourself. I get all that, but yeah, Flight Sim probably coming out sometime here shortly. And then lastly, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This is a beat-em-up arcade-style title done by publisher Dotemu and developer Tribute Games. By the way, Dotemu been doing some great work as far as the games that they've been publishing. They published Ninja Gaiden Ragebound earlier this year. There's a game called Absalom that's coming out on October the 9th, another beat 'em up. They seem to have found a really good market for themselves in these beat 'em up titles, and you know, it's pretty cool. They also put out Metal Slug Tactics, so you know, they've been putting out some pretty cool throwback games, and .emu and Developer Tribute Games have announced that Marvel Cosmic Invasion will include Black Panther and Cosmic Ghost Rider as playable characters. Cosmic Ghost Rider, a deadly incarnation of the Punisher who has transformed after signing a pact to avenge Earth's devastation at the hands of Thanos. Wielding devastating chains, firearms, and a spectacular hell cycle, Cosmic Ghost Rider pulls out every stop to decimate his enemies while roaring across spaceways. Celebrated voice actor Brian Bloom will bring out his out-of-the-world adaptation of the Rider to life in Marvel's Cosmic Invasion. Black Panther, the stalwart leader of Wakanda, dashes into battle wearing King T'Challa's vibranium-enhanced suit and sonic daggers. With fearless martial arts skills and strength, he'll pounce on any threat or foe foolish enough to challenge him. James Mathis III will reprise his role as the voice of Black Panther following his work with Marvel Rivals and the Avengers Assemble animated series. Cosmic Invasion looks to be a pretty cool beat-em-up featuring a ton of Marvel characters. It is scheduled for 2025 on PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch and PC. We'll see if it does hit that date, or window, I should say. But yeah, you got Black Panther, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and another title to keep your eyes on from .emu. That is gonna do it for me. Again, Famitsu has a glowing review of Silent Hill F, 9s across the board, the highest rated Silent Hill game of all time. Microsoft Flight Sim is looking to be coming to PlayStation 5 here shortly, and Marvel's Cosmic Invasion will be adding Black Panther and Cosmic Ghost Rider as playable characters. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.